Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast. It's going to be Reynor versus Clem from DreamHack Summer, the European bracket. Top right hand corner, it is Reynor. And in the bottom left, it is Clem, the two young phenoms. Two of the top players in the world today. Woo! Alright, so it's going to be on Oxide here. It's going to be a Patreon cast for those of you who support me for at least $1 a month over at patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. Again, if you're watching this the first week of September, thank you again for supporting me. If you're watching this in maybe October or so, maybe the last week of September, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I've got StarCraft 2 content 5 times a week here, and I've been doing it for years, since the year 2015. Alright, let's get on into this here. 16, 18, 17 here from Reynor. No 12 pool today. And a 1 Rax expand based on the timing of this gas for Clem. And Overlord scouting. Checking for proxies, but no proxies today. You know, just a normal macro game. Little polar bear with his tongue out spinning for Clem. So cute, so adorable. Blech. It's a cuter sound than that when a polar bear does that. No spinning logo for Reynor, though. He doesn't care. He doesn't want the spinning logos. He doesn't want to be distracted by the cuteness of a polar bear. So he's not gonna. He's made his decision. Reaper on the way from Clem. There's the expand I told you about. And Overlord coming in to see what's going on. Oxide is not a crazy long rush distance. You can make an Overlord over here to see what's happening pretty quickly. You know, within about 2 minutes or so. Maybe just perch him up here. Maybe poke in, see what's up. Did he see something? No, he didn't see anything. He does see the Reaper. So the Reaper's name is Ghostbusters. Emperor Menx was being haunted by what appeared to be a Protoss ghost. Who was he going to call? Well, it turns out calling the Ghostbusters was a waste of time, as Protoss force projections are alien super science stuff, and totally are not ghosts. Menx said, if you can't deal with this ghost, try taking care of it as a Reaper instead. Ghostbusters! Ah, the new Ghostbuster movie coming out. It's like Kids Ghostbusters? It's like Stranger Things Ghostbusters? Kind of feels like what it is, isn't it? Based on the most recent trailer. I do watch trailers for stuff I'm not sure if I'm going to be into, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to watch this, so I watched the trailer, and it seems interesting. It seems good. Again, young cast, like Paul Rudd's in it. Who doesn't like Paul Rudd? So, I mean, I think I'm probably going to see it. It's one of those movies where I think I'm going to wait for a week, and if the initial reception is just crazy, and there's buzz about it on Twitter and Facebook and on my Discord server and everywhere that I go, people are just like, you have to see the new Ghostbusters, it's so good. Then I'll go see it. But if the first week happens and people just kind of forget it ever existed, then Then I'm out. I probably won't see it. That's usually how I treat films in general. Some stuff I will go see opening weekend, like the Spider-Man movie that's coming out, No Way Home, in December. That's circled. I'm going to go see the Dune movie probably opening weekend. I'm a little more cautious about that one, though, just because I do think... I've read Dune. I do think Dune is a tough book to adapt to film. And the fact that they're making it 2 parts is smart, I think. Right? This is going to be Dune Part 1, and Dune Part 2 is going to come out later. So I think it's pretty smart, but I don't know about... I'm going to have to really think about this one, because that's October. I have some time to think about it, but... Anywho, Banshee coming in, Cloak there too. Bit of some Hellion Reaper shenanigans. They will never kill a building. How many hits from 2 Hellions and a Reaper does it take to take down a hatchery? It's probably like 4,000. It's a lot. Overlord sees. Ah, Cloak Banshees, you say. Le Cloak de Banshee, yes. Could be a fake out, but it's not. Clem's just letting it ride, man. Lair coming in from Reynor here at about 45 workers. That's where you want to do that. Lair timing, take your extra gases, resaturate your gas if you need to, continue to drone, make some Zerglings depending on how many Hellions are running around here. And yeah, you're planning on just dealing with these with your queens. Extremely important that you have a lot of queens. He's already got 6 here at 4 minutes. So having a bunch of queens both against Protoss and against Terran is incredibly important. If you don't have a high queen count, you're going to struggle in a lot of these situations, unless you have some roaches to do with the Hellions and Reapers. But, well, Reaper. Nice snipe there. And we have enough to actually kill a queen? Not really, but sniping a creep tumor, why not? Look at this. Ghostbuster's still here, man. Busting, I mean, not ghosts, but queens. Oh, Banshee allowing a couple queens to die here. Dude, this attack is serious business from Clem right now. Once you start killing queens, that's when all bets are off. I like using the Banshee as part of the push rather than using it to try to kill drones. Because look, there's queens here, there's a spore, etc. Usually get two. We do have two Banshees. I don't know where they are. One's here. Oh, here they are. They're grouping up. Now they're going for the attack. But there's an Overseer Queen combo here, so nope. Maybe we can. No, we can't. No. Target fire. The transfuse, though. Never mind. Third base is done for Clem in the meantime, because of course it is. He's working on 1-1 for his Marines and his Marauders and his Ghosts, if he ever makes any of those. They benefit from that upgrade, too. Knocking down these rocks so that tanks can't sit behind here and really cause problems for the third. There are certain positions where killing rocks is good for Zerg. Actually, in general, killing destructible rocks is a good thing that Zergs want to do. I'm trying to think of a situation where they don't want to knock down rocks, and it doesn't seem like there are many of those. They like free roaming ability to go wherever they want, right? They don't like places that tanks and other ranged units can hide behind and fire on them without being able to fire back. Fourth base coming in from Reynor, throwing down a spore because the Banshees are around here somewhere. And by that I mean they're being repaired, so that's good. Yeah, so a Hellion Banshee opening, but definitely moving into Marine. Widow Mines. And Marauders. And by Marauders, I mean we don't have any of those. Pick up. Pick up. No, didn't matter. Oh, Clem, you're such a god. Just gets surrounded, doesn't pick up, wins the battle anyway. The micro on display here is insane. The Hellbats have arrived. They take bonus damage from those Banelings, so you gotta watch out for that. Centrifugal Hook's on the way, an upgrade that is necessary if you're gonna have some Banelings at all. I mean, I guess maybe if you're playing a ZVZ, getting Centrifugal Hook is not as important. Because by the time you start using Speed Banelings, Roaches are kind of on the field. But in this situation against Terran, 1,000,000,000%. You definitely want that Centrifugal Hook upgrade. Reynor taking a fifth base, a little bit exposed, but Clem's not attacking over there yet. Medevacs are running out of energy. And Widow Mine catching, okay, 8 drones down thanks to Widow Mines. Not a bad move at all. Scan, kill some tumors, push that creep back, push it back, way back. Get those, oh my gosh, Banelings are dying too? Okay, so the Hellbats are dead. Wait, by that I mean this Hellbat is totally alive with 4 total kills. Widow Mines didn't, one got picked up. Are you kidding me? Oh, Reynor's so distracted. Okay, that, oh, 3 drones. I was gonna say that could be better, but all right, 3 drones is good. And Medevac gets out of there, but was not able to pick up the Medevac. Clem just insane. Coming up this left side, playing like a monster. And Medevac gets killed there. He's got a 4th base under construction down here too. SimCity for Clem looking pretty fantastic as usual. Clearing up our more creep tumors. Widow Mine in the mix. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Oh, that was friendly fire. If you're struggling against Zerg and you're not making Widow Mines, you're probably doing it wrong. Oh, that was disgusting splitting, but that is just too much. That is too much Ling and Bane. Clem decides to back on out very intelligently. Drop. Coming up the right side. Trying to sneak on in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. At that 5th base of Reynor's. But Army is in here to... leaving. Oh, do they want to... Yeah, they want to do a surround here. Oh, Hellbat gets left behind. And you know what? Widow Mines dropping in. Marines dropping in. Queen's fighting, but against this many Marines with stim and medic support. Oh, but if you snipe down the medics, or the medevacs, you can actually do a pretty good job there. Widowmine says, don't leave me. Oh, you got left. You got left. Ooh, flying into double spore is not ideal. And one Marine doesn't make it off the medevac. That's not good. But Clem's on the left side, mostly paying attention to that one rather than this right side that didn't do very well, obviously. It is 170 to 170 supplied. Nip and tuck. For nip and tuck right now. Absolutely insane play from both of these players. Lurker Den. Finishing up now from Reynor. I don't know. The Lurkers are good against Terran, but only in kind of certain scenarios. If you're using them in conjunction with Nidus Worms, they're pretty fantastic. If you're just kind of trying to use them in general against Terran, I feel like Terrans have gotten better at dealing with them over the last 6 months or so. Okay, so now the Banshees are dead because they're not running because Clem's attention is somewhere else. So Banshee dies with about 8 kills, which is not bad. Okay, good Widowmine hit there. That was not the greatest Widowmine hit, but at least it's still alive. Oh, pushing up this right side. Spore Crawler going down. Lurker burrowing in. Doesn't have the range upgrade yet, though. And this is just too much Reynor. So Reynor's at 190 supply. He's been macroing his absolute face off. Clem has kept Reynor busy on the other side of the map, but also Reynor hasn't lost a base yet. So that's a big key. Sure, you want to keep Reynor back here, defend. But also you want to kill hatcheries if you're going to beat him in the long game, right? And he's just not been able to. I think Clem's made some good trades today. Obviously, as he has lost 7,000 resources to 11,000 of Reynor's. So good trades, but Reynor being on, 6 bases now. It's pretty good. Pretty good overall. Big attack coming into that third base. Causing some problems, but overall not too bad. Liberator sneaks up. Causes just... These two players bring out the best in each other. They play against each other all the time on the European ladder, so... It makes a lot of sense. Planetary eating up some delicious Zerglings. Enough army in the general vicinity that he doesn't want to take it down with Lings, Banes, and Lurkers. Just kidding. He totally does want to do that. He's not going to, but he's trying. Drop up here at Reynor's 6th base, top left. Gets shut down by a handful of Zerglings in the neighborhood. They're working on their +3 at armor. And Baneling's rolling into this third base. Take down 15 SCVs. Drop trying to head somewhere. This is just non-stop action from these two players. I mean, that's what you're here for. That's why you clicked on this. You know these guys play the best TDZs. Okay, maybe not the best, but seriously. Got it. 8 drones killed. So how many drones have gone down? 30 drones have died. 15 SCVs have been killed too. Income tab says Reynor's doing all right overall. He's doing fine. He's taken some hits, but he's not seriously injured. Oh, the Liberator setups. I mean, these are just got to be set and forgets, right? Killing Larva is also super annoying. This planetary is completely undefended, so it will die. Also thanks to Lurkers, which outrange the planetaries and do bonus damage to them. This push up the left side is actually intense, though. We do have the ghosts. You hear the steady targeting happening. Trying to kill some of those drones. 14 drones die. And this 6th base of Reynor's goes down. I'm telling you, Clem is very capable of winning this game, despite the fact that he's only killed his first base here at 14 minutes. But has Reynor's killed one base of his, which Reynor's going to try to expand onto the bones of it. But big army here, honestly. See, look, the Lurkers. Clem's kind of okay with the Lurkers. He's standing in, he's attacking into it. Steady targeting on the Lurker is super good. Like, if you're not using snipe on these things, you're probably doing it wrong. 20 more lings in production. More lurkers coming in here too. Working on that +3 ground carapace, which just finished up. But 3-3 is done for Clem, and it's only +1 melee attack for the Zerglings and the Banelings. Reynor maybe trying a little bit too hard to get upgrades on everything and just can't afford all of it, you know? He's got +1 missile attack, +3 ground armor, working on +2 melee. But +3 is ways away based on that. And Reynor hasn't been able to retake that top left. What are these drones doing? Oh, they're trying to come down here to this base. Are you serious, though? That's 7 free drones. Dude, Mass Ling is kind of amazing against ghosts. The ghosts are trying. They really are. Yeah, Reynor's attempt to expand to the right side is not going super well. The chaos is real. Got a bunch of changelings on the ground here too. Lings getting some surrounds on the Marines and Marauders on the right side. Banelings coming down the left side. They don't do bonus damage to Ghosts, but Ghosts are kind of flimsy enough to where they will die anyway. With a couple of Baneling hits, obviously, this hatch is going to go down. These lurkers are burning away at this planetary. The repair's keeping it alive for now, but for how long? And Clem is just brute forcing his way up this right side. Up to Reynor's 5th base. This hatch is going to go down. Is that it? It's suddenly 176 to 147 supply. Parasitic Bomb on a medevac immediately split off by Clem. Lurkers trying to kill as much as they can here, but 20 drones go down. And can he... I can't even tell what's happening under there. The medevacs are covering everything. He does save the 5th base, but he's lost so many drones. He's lost 60 drones. He's lost 60 drones. He's on 5 bases. He can't take a 5th to save his life right now. Or a 6th, rather, to save his life right now. Clem is really, really happily on 5 himself. And equal base count against the Zerg player is okie dokie. Ling's trying to see what they can do by running into a siege tank, Widow Mines, and a planetary, and the answer is not much, as it turns out. I mean, the level of play these two bring out, it just gives me hope for the rising generation of StarCraft 2 players, that they're gonna be good, that they're gonna be better than anything we've ever seen before, because they're building on the experience and the lessons and the knowledge of the ones that came before them. This is a beautiful Ling Lurker attack, though. 10 SCVs go down. Clem's 3rd base is in shambles, but Clem on the other side is here to take some names. Hydra's getting sniped down. Reynor's 3rd base is just gonna die. Widow Mines firing away. 18 drones killed. Reynor's at 53 workers. Clem is at 56 workers. SCV's fighting against a lurker because there's no one left to help. And it ends up getting 8 total kills as a result. Clem's forced to pull back, but Reynor is not happy. That income tab, remember how happy he was 5 minutes ago? Not anymore. Okay, Lurker finally gets taken out after getting 20 SCV kills. This Widow Mine is still here. Oh, 5 more. 84 drones. You can't lose 84 drones and win a game. I mean, you can. It's just extremely, extremely hard. Oh, this game is... the number, though. Look at the supply. As Todd would say, 188 to 134 supply here. Reynor hasn't been able to replace his 5th. He can't replace a 6th. He's been trying. Lurker trap! Ooh. Dude, if Reynor gets back into this game by virtue of Lurker trap, that's going to be incredible stuff. Widow Mines, Marauders, Marines, Ghosts, Medevacs. Nothing that can really deal with the Medevacs that easily today. No Vipers, no Mutalisks, no Corruptors, and you know what? I think it cost him. I think not having anything to really deal with the Medevacs. See, look, then you just pick up and you get out. Parasitic Bomb is the best thing you have to deal with this, and the splits are amazing. Is he waiting for this to finish before he kills it? That would be an insane move. But yeah, no Spire. The Hydras are all being turned into Lurkers, which, look at how well they're doing here. They're doing pretty well as they get blown out, and Clem Clem wins the game in 19 minutes and 42 seconds. Oh, these two, without a doubt, 100 billion% bring the absolute best out of each other. Reynor, defend. You think he's defending well enough. You think he's avoiding taking too much damage. And you know what? He took too much damage. In the end of the day, he ended up losing 87 drones and 4 hatcheries. He did kill this base of Clem's, the one base that he's killed the entire day. But if it's 4 hatcheries down for 1 planetary, any Terran player on Earth will take that, no questions asked. Especially against Reynor. Can I kill 4 hatches and lose 1 planetary? Yes, please, absolutely. Please, yes. And yeah, the medevac count, he ended up losing 11, which is pretty good. He had 7 at the end of the game. Not bad for Reynor there, considering he had no Mutalisks and no Corruptors at all. Right? The Parasitic Bombs are doing their thing. Spore Crawlers doing their things. Queens doing their things. But yeah, I mean, 4 Hydras died, which tells you that all the Hydras that remained in this game were turned into Lurkers for the most part. Look at this. 31 Lurkers died. 14 Ghosts died. 109 Marines, a couple Banshees there, 48 SCVs went down, 48 Widowmines. Widowmines definitely paying for themselves today, getting so many drone kills, so many Baneling and Ling kills too. Even firing on a couple Lurkers here and there, which is not something they're good at, but they can do in a pinch, depending on the detection situation we're looking at, right? Absolutely just disgustingly good. An amazing ZVT. I'm not sure I'm going to give it an epic tag, but Clem played about as well as you can play in a TVZ, especially against somebody as scary as Reynor is. I mean, I do suppose this base sort of died. All the SCVs got killed, but the ability to lift totally saved it from actually dying. So I don't know. Maybe we count this as a dead base, but maybe not as well. And yeah, there was just not a second after about 5 minutes where Reynor was not under attack somewhere. Sometimes multiple places at once, right? And he just could never really mount any kind of a sustained attack on the southern side of the map. And Clem knows the best way to keep Reynor off ya is to be on him. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. Sports is sports, man. Sports is sports. All right, good stuff. So that right there is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon match. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out. Stay safe and stay healthy out there. And above all, please take care of yourself.